Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Chopping It Up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. Well, listen, it's Friday. I hope everybody has a good weekend and off to a good start. As for myself, I'm heading to work shortly. But I wanted to get at you before Game 4 for a pregame show. Listen, when this series started, I told Greg, a caller from the first show, he said that this is going to be a great series. I said, no, it won't be because it'll be over in 5. To me, great series is something like 6, 7, but not in a short series. I thought this would be over in 5. I'm here to tell you tonight that the key for victory for Cleveland tonight and rest of the way is for the Golden State Warriors to be kidnapped or locked into their locker room, or just somebody tells them that the game has been changed to tomorrow and they forfeit by not showing up today. There's no way that the Cleveland Cavaliers will win tonight. I look for Golden State to win this by 25. And all the trade rumors and speculation, which already has began, will start in Cleveland officially tomorrow morning. Who can Cleveland acquire? Does LeBron force his way out? Yada, 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 yada. I look for Kevin Durant and Steph Curry to just go bananas tonight. It will be the Durant-Curry show tonight in Akron. Listen, 2 years ago, they won in Akron, celebrated on their court. Last year, Cleveland won in Golden State, celebrated on their court. I think we're going to see the same thing tonight, where Golden State will get the opportunity to celebrate on the King's Court. And I'm going to say something, guys. I don't think this is LeBron's fault that they're being swept or they couldn't beat this team. I think that they were overmatched and outcoached. I really think so. These guys, Golden State, has 4 All-Stars in their starting lineup. Their sixth man gets 30 minutes a night, and he's a Finals MVP. And once upon a time, he was a former All-Star. He's also an Olympian gold winner as well. Iguodala can start today on most teams in the league. He's nothing to snooze at. What's going on, Jonathan? Appreciate you tuning in. Yes, you're right. Cleveland was just outmatched on every level. Cleveland has talent. They really do. I think that Tyronn Lue, there's no reason why LeBron James should be leading the league in minutes with that type of team and then complains about rest. The bench has some names that we recognize, but what good is the bench if you don't utilize them right? I'm a firm believer that your bench could be used not only for productivity, but also to give key players rest. And I think Lou failed to do that, and it's showing in this series. Give me an idea. In the last game, fourth quarter, Curry steps on the court with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Kyrie has not sat down since halftime and goes the rest of the way. Now, although Curry wasn't a major factor in that fourth quarter, come from behind win, but his presence on the court and having to chase him around, and you have a little bit tired legs, and then you're spending a lot of energy on offense, that could be too much to ask for Kyrie Irving. Lou needed to find rest for LeBron and Kyrie Irving somewhere in the second quarter and in the third quarter. You couldn't sit them down together, but you should have been able to keep one on the court while one was resting. To me, that's the difference in the game. Game 2, where where LeBron has come out on fire in the first half, just going to the basket, and then the second half settling for jump shots. He had no legs. He had no legs. Trust your bench. Put him out there. Shannon Fry, you brought him over there to shoot. Put him out there. At the end of the day, is there really a team going to stop or shut down Golden State? No. You can limit them by limiting their possessions or shots possessions, but are you going to shut them down? No. And last I remember, and I always hear this thing, defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. Well, last I looked, the team with the most points are the winners. Whether it's baseball, the most runs, football, the most points, basketball, the most points, hockey, the most goals, soccer, the most goals. The winner is the one with the most points. So, if you have to outscore them, why not? Why not put Shannon Fry out there? Stretch the defense. Maybe get Draymond Green out of a comfort zone. Make him come out there and guard him. Why not put him out there? He's been a no-show. Derek Williams, number 2 overall pick. He hasn't lived up to his potential. But the guy has athleticism. He's a freak of nature when it comes to that. He's not a great defender, but that's just somebody else that maybe Kevin Durant can chase around. Maybe he gets in Kevin Durant's face a couple of times with nothing to lose, playing for a contract. Why not utilize your bench? In this case here, you cannot shorten your bench to a 7-man rotation. Maybe 8. You can't. These guys are playing 10 guys on the regular. On the regular. Let me throw some names at you that plays. Livingston, Iguodala, McGee, West, and Clark. Those guys get quality minutes every night. That's 5 guys. So when you have 5 off the bench that is playing regularly, guess what happens in the fourth quarter? Your main guys are pretty much fresh. They're going to be pretty fresh. They're going to be pretty rested. And they can close games. Unlike what Lou used to do, is have LeBron and Kyrie Irving out there for 45 minutes. Jonathan, I echo those words. I strongly agree with you. I think LeBron is overrated as an on-the-ball defender. I think that LeBron likes to play the weaker guy on the wing so that he can cheat and cover the passing lane and get deflections and hopefully starts a break. But I agree with you. On the ball, he's not that much of a defender. Again, why do you think Boston and Toronto was easy series for them? Because there was nobody at his position that he had to guard. But why was Indiana a little bit tougher? Because he had to stick with Paul George. And Paul George gave him the business. It's just that Paul George didn't have the team. But Paul George had a series. So, the game plan, keys to victory for Golden State is just keep the metal to the pedal. Or the pedal to the metal, I'm sorry. Just keep the foot on the gas. That's the key for Golden State. Just continue what they've been doing, and they'll win by 25 or better tonight. Just keep the foot on the gas. That's all they need to do is keep the foot on the gas. At this point, they have done nothing wrong. Stick with their rotation. Don't go for the close, just go for the win. And then towards the end of the game, close it out. Don't get ahead of the game. Stay with the same pace of the game. And Golden State wins by 25 or better tonight. I don't see them coming up short. I think last game was demoralizing for Cleveland. They couldn't play no better. Kyrie Irving gave one of the most spectacular performances by anybody below the rim that I've seen in recent years. He's probably top 5 player below the rim going to the basket of all time. I mean, and I agree with you. What's going on, Twan? I agree with you. Just keep the pedal to the metal. I mean, they don't have to do anything different. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Cleveland is out of answers. The only key to their victory is to hope that their bus is kidnapped on the way to the game. Golden State's bus. That is it. Because once they show up, it's a done deal. The celebration will begin in Akron. The champagne will be popped in Akron. And for the legacy of LeBron James, this will be despicable. I'm going to say this. Why? Because he's probably the biggest, the greatest, best superstar that has the most ugliest finals resume. He will be 3-5. He got swept in 2007 by San Antonio. He got embarrassed 3 years ago, I believe it was, in Miami by San Antonio. And then turn around and get swept again on his home court. The great ones don't do that. And you chasing a ghost of Michael Jordan? And Michael Jordan has never faced a Game 7 in the NBA Finals? In 6 appearances? The gap between you and Michael Jordan is from here to Africa. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. Name another superstar that has played this game and will have the finals resume as this guy. I'm not talking about the 3-5, but getting swept and embarrassed. 3 of those 5 losses. And by the way, one of those losses was to an old Dallas team. Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, Dirk Nowitzki, all above 35. Are you kidding me? And this is the guy that says, I'm chasing that ghost in Chicago? How about chasing the ghost in LA? Start with Magic, 5-4. Chase Kobe, 5-2. How about the guy that beat you twice, 5-1, in San Antonio, Tim Duncan? And you're going after a 6-0? A guy who's never been to an NBA Finals Game 7 in 6 trips? Are you kidding me? And you're about to have your second sweep? I have to look back. I gotta rethink the San Antonio sweep when they was in Miami. I know they made them look back, but I'm gonna have to fact check that one. Somebody let me know. This is about as ugly as it can be as a star of his caliber in the finals. I'd rather be Patrick Ewing 0-2 with a hard-fought 7 games against Houston. And yeah, they was outmatched by San Antonio in the lockout season. In some cases, the Knicks shouldn't have been there, if you recall. They was the 8th seed. And Patrick Ewing didn't even play in the playoff run. He just played in the finals. Again, Golden State celebrates and wins tonight by 25. LeBron will finally not play 40-plus minutes tonight. He'll probably exit the game with about 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, as this one is out of control. And the bench for Golden State will get extra garbage time tonight. And I do think that Curry is going to try to steal the MVP from Kevin Durant. I had Curry the favorite for the MVP, but I have a feeling that Durant is going to edge him out. And right now, with the performance that Durant put on in Game 3, with under 3 minutes to go, he deserves it. All he has to do is show up and just play well. And you're going to hear all the chatter about who Cleveland's going to trade. We're going to talk about that when this series is over. But yes, this is damaging to the legacy of LeBron James, in my opinion. I don't care that he might be playing one of the greatest single-season teams ever. I don't care about that. Listen, every team that gets to the finals had a great season. Regardless of wins or losses. The fact that the Knicks was the 8th seed and went to the finals in 99, they had a great season. So everybody who's here had a great season. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. They had to have a great run somewhere to get to this point. So I don't want to buy who's on the other team. I want to buy what you did with your team. You got swept. If he gets swept, this tarnishes his legacy, in my opinion. And I dare anyone to challenge me. I'm up for debate. See me Sunday morning. Because if Golden State does win by 25 and sweep the series like I believe they will, I'm going to be hype on Sunday. And I'll have time to take questions and phone calls and so forth. But until then, I got to get to go. I got to get to work. So I'll chop it up with you guys in less than 48 hours. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Be blessed. Enjoy the game. I'll see you in 48. I'm sorry. I'll see you in 48. Peace and blessings. This is Ramel, chopping it up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. Golden State in 25, by 25. Chopping it up with Ramel. Chopping it up with Ramel. Chopping it up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. Chopping it up with Ramel. Chopping it up with Ramel. Chopping it up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat.